A beautiful sunrise underway, kicking off what will be a fantastic looking Friday. I'll have those details and more on your weekend forecast. That's coming up.
New information in a February Cochran Motor Speedway accident where a state report says spectators stood when they got hurt.
And a Humane Society in Central Georgia is calling on you, what they are asking for and how you can lend a helping hand.
From excelling in the classroom to beating the competition for not just 1 year, but for many years in a row, what Central Georgia School is going above and beyond just to make sure they exceed expectations every year.
Good Friday morning, Central Georgia. You're taking a live look over a beautiful downtown Macon. Just stop what you're doing. Take a look at your TV screen. Downtown Macon is looking so beautiful today. The time is now 6:32 a.m. on this April the 29th. It's Friday. I'm Wanye Reese.
And I'm Caitlin Heck. Talk about exceeding expectations. These sunrises have been beautiful all week long.
We love to see it.
We do. We love to see a good weekend forecast too, Courtney. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing it all weekend.
That's right. It's going to be warm. It's going to be muggy. It's kind of preparing us for summertime. That's the best way to think about it. It's going to ease us into those warmer and more muggy months that we know are just around the corner. Everybody enjoy this beautiful start to the day. Not only does it look beautiful out there, but it feels really nice as well. Of course, you're looking live on top of Atrium Health Navicent. We're at 50 degrees in the city of Macon, dew point in the upper 40s, so very comfortable out there. You'll more than likely need a light jacket as you step out. We're at 48 in Byron, 49 in Roberta, 48 in Fort Valley, 51 in Jeffersonville and in Warner Robins, 51 over in Hawkinsville, and that seems to be the general consensus area-wide, upper 40s, low 50s. Some of us, though, are in the upper 50s. If you're south of Macon, that southerly wind that's starting to pull in, leaving you a little warmer this morning. And speaking of, we will be a little warmer this afternoon. Lots of sunshine and breezy. Wind gusts upwards of 15 miles per hour will be possible through the afternoon with temperatures in the low 80s. We're going to become warmer. We're also going to start to increase that humidity and ultimately our rain chances over the weekend. I'll have those details in a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. So far this year, Bibb County is averaging about 1 homicide a week.
Of the 18 homicides in 17 weeks, 2 happened just this week. 25-year-old Jessica Reeves and 15-year-old Tavius Williams are the most recent victims. Someone found Reeves shot in her car at West Club Apartments Monday night. There's still no word on who is responsible or a possible shooter.
Someone found Williams in the parking lot of Southwest High School on Tuesday night. Investigators say someone shot him outside the Academy Sports on Eisenhower Parkway before dumping him at the school. Investigators arrested and charged 20-year-old Tajiri Harris with murder in the case. As Bibb County deals with these deadly shootings, there's an effort to tackle violence in Macon. A group of church leaders plan to restart their campaign to curb it.
Just before the pandemic, they partnered with the Bibb Sheriff's Office to create the Concord Project. After 2 years on pause, they're ready to make a comeback. Clergy members involved with the Concord Project do ride-alongs with Bibb deputies to help people experiencing violence. Pastor Christopher Cabanis at New Hope Baptist Church says they focus mainly on South and West Macon to engage with people and provide hope and comfort.
He says the ride-alongs help prevent acts of domestic violence, assault, and suicide. Now they're getting ready to relaunch the program with a new focus.
We're seeking to call upon all of the faith-based leaders so that we can meet with them, so that we can further strategize and present this plan to them this upcoming Saturday.
Cabinet says everyone in the faith community, from pastors to even people in the pews, are invited tomorrow to see their action plan.
The relaunch event is at 9:30 tomorrow morning at New Hope Baptist Church. That's on Burton Avenue in Macon. And now to an update on a story we first brought you in February. That's when an accident at Cochran Motor Speedway left 7 spectators hurt. A report from the Georgia Insurance Commissioner's office is now out saying the people who got hurt were standing in a restricted area. The accident happened when a driver hit a wall, lost control, and swerved into the Speedway's infield. That's where the spectators got hit, including track owner Chris Martin and his son, and a child who got knocked into the air and completely over the chain link fence. Another child got thrown headfirst into that fence. The state report says the driver was not at fault. It says there was no locked gate between the stands and the track, which allowed fans to wander around. The report adds that the injuries could have been prevented if spectators stayed in the proper seating areas. None of the spectators' injuries were life-threatening. A part of the Walmart in Forsyth is now back open. It comes after authorities say a woman started a fire in the store Wednesday night, damaging some merchandise. The Walmart says they are now serving customers on the grocery side of the store from 6 this morning until 11 tonight. There's no word on the retail side right now.
The time is now 6:36 a.m. in news from across Georgia. Governor Brian Kemp put pen to paper signing several education-related bills into law. Let's go ahead and break down a few that he put his signature on yesterday. House Bill 1084 restricts low-grade school teachers. Well, rather, if we can just take a few steps back, please. House Bill 1084 restricts how grade school teachers can discuss race in the classroom. The governor and other Republicans say the bill bans the teaching of divisive concepts. That same bill authorizes the Georgia High School Association to ban transgender students in sports. The governor also signed Senate Bill 226, which forces public schools to respond to challenges of materials parents call obscene. The governor also signed a bill meant to help with the teacher shortage. House Bill 385 allows public school teachers with 30 years of experience and who've been retired for at least a year to return to the classroom and earn a full salary plus their pension. You can read more about these stories and bills on our website right now. That's at 13wmaz.com. In other news that we're following for you this morning, the Humane Society of Houston County is asking for your help to get supplies. The nonprofit says they're usually full year-round, but during the springtime, it gets even more crowded with all the new intakes and running solely off volunteers and donations. They say it's getting harder to keep up. Dee Allison runs the Humane Society, and with close to 70 animals, she says they can use all the help that they can get.
Everything that we get, in here is through donations. We don't have a utility situation where this great company comes in and says, here, let me drop a bundle on you every month to help you go along. So, yes.
The nonprofit encourages people to spay and neuter their pets to reduce the chance of more unhoused animals. If you'd like to help the shelter out, you can find a list of needed supplies in this story. That's on our website at 13wmaz.com.
With spring in the air, summer is not too far behind, and in Warner Robins, that's time for the Independence Day celebration, but the venue for it could change. The International City normally hosts the celebration at McConnell-Talbert Stadium, but last week, City Council talked about whether to move the event about 8 miles away to Freedom Field. The majority ended up voting not to move it. The city clerk says the upcoming council meeting, leaders plan to vote on whether to officially pick McConnell-Talbert Stadium. Then the Board of Education will take their vote, so the final location has not been decided yet. Well, check this out. Along with their national championship win earlier this year, the University of Georgia football team now has another reason to beam with pride, and so does Central Georgia. The NFL draft started last night, and if you didn't watch early, you may have missed a hometown hero going #1.
With the first pick in the draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars selected Thomaston native and Georgia Bulldog Trayvon Walker. The defensive end is the 5th Georgia player to be chosen with a #1 overall selection. That's absolutely amazing. The time is now 6:39 a.m. We have some phenomenal talent that comes out of not only Central Georgia, but across our great state.
Yes, and I saw people in Athens just celebrating that big victory for him last night, and I know his hometown is going to be beaming with pride today.
Very much so, and hopefully the sun will be shining down on them because it's going to be so nice and beautiful out today.
Yes.
That's right, it is. I'm sure his family also really excited. If you think about it, Jacksonville's not that far away from here.
No.
So that really is, I'm sure, even more wonderful. So it's not going to be a whole trip across the country to go see him play. Really exciting news. Congratulations. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of celebration in his hometown over the next couple of days. All right, everyone. Well, a beautiful start to the day. We could definitely celebrate that. A stunning looking sunrise here starting the day here in Dublin. Beautiful. If you snap any photos of the sunrise, send them our way. We sure love to see them. 50 degrees in the city of Dublin. It's cool. It's crisp out there. Just a beautiful start. Now, we've been enjoying this beautiful weather, but in the meantime, out to our west, a very different story. You could see a severe weather setup where, in fact, there's the potential for maybe some long track tornadoes in parts of Missouri today, also parts of Oklahoma. So not everyone dealing with the beautiful weather. If you have any family and friends out west, be sure that they are paying attention to the forecast. Here at home, high pressure still in control, giving us this beautiful morning. It's also going to help pull in warmer air from the south, but not only with that southerly flow comes the heat, but also the humidity, unfortunately. Today going to be really comfortable though. Enjoy it. Get out and enjoy the low humidity while it lasts. As we head into the weekend, here's Saturday. You can see that light green color starting to usher on in, indicating that higher moisture content. Dew points will be near 60 on Saturday. So if you have any afternoon plans, no, it's not going to be miserable. It's not going to be soupy outside, but it's not going to be as comfortable as it has been the past couple of afternoons. And then Sunday, we continue to increase all of that humidity as well. But notice, at least we're not in the 70s like down in Houston, where where that is considered tropical on the dew point scale. But we will have enough moisture plus the heat of the day to allow for those afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms, and that will persist all the way into next week. So kicking off quite the unsettled pattern here in central Georgia. Let's talk about some numbers today. We're heading into the low 80s. Again, lots of sunshine, a nice breeze out of the south. Upwards of 15-mile-per-hour wind gusts will be possible. Tomorrow morning, we're waking up in the mid-50s. It'll be a really nice start to your Saturday. But then notice once we start to heat up as we head towards 3 o'clock, temperatures tomorrow, I think we're going to make it into the mid-80s tomorrow. That's when we're going to start to introduce that chance for just pop-up isolated showers and thunderstorms. Definitely not going to be a washout. So if you have any outdoor plans, don't worry about having to cancel any of those. And as we stay unsettled, we'll pick up some form of measurable rainfall, somewhere between about 2/10 of an inch, maybe to 3/4 of an inch. That's what we're looking at as we head into next week. Your 7-day forecast looks like this: dry, beautiful, and warm today. Then we kick off a summer-like pattern through the weekend with afternoon showers and storms possible, and that will continue into Thursday. Temperatures will stay in the mid to upper 80s.